working with the Bun. I mean, can you break down his creative process and what was it like seeing him going in there and be a lyrical monster every 5 minutes?
Well, man, I think it seemed like to me in Bun's head, he wanted to crush anything he laid his vocal on. So he was like listening at the track with like pinpoint precision. Like I know I hear how the drums hitting. You know, I'm gonna put a word here and double up a word here. Yeah. He tripled the hi hat. Okay, I'm gonna triple up a hi hat or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like I actually met Bun first before I met C, and Bun was the one who said, "Man, Joe C don't know how to say it, man, but he want to bring you in on the next album, which was Riding Dirty." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man. He said, but we don't have a big budget. I said, man, that's not even I said, I'm a UGK fan.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I was a fan on Super Tight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so me and Bun, man, we got a lot of records together. Yeah. That you haven't heard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we got together, man, and we was writing and stuff, and C heard some of those records. And the records we were doing was nothing like the stuff I was doing with UGK. I mean with Face and Ghetto Boys and Big Mike. Yeah. Everybody had their own sound, but I was working on my album. So the stuff I do is, I have a whole bunch of styles of music. Yeah. And when C heard that, he was like, oh man, he heard this one particular song, and he was just like, dog, we gotta work together. We gotta work together. You know what I'm saying? And but Bun, man, he's just he came Bun is a funny dude. Like he cracked jokes and stuff like that. We used to hang out every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then later down the line, he would just come in the studio and just murder the tracks every time,
How long can it last with Charlie Wilson, man? That's another one of those classics. I mean, you got to break that down to me, sir.
Bro. Okay. Man, I ain't even lie. That song made me cry. Yeah.
Me too.
That song made me cry.
I listen to it when I am crying. How about that?
Cause my mom had passed around that time. Yeah. Right? And I'm a big Gap Band Charlie Wilson fan. Yeah. Right?
I'm with you.
Charlie Wilson walked in. We did that at Westlake. Charlie Wilson walked in the studio singing. He walked in there singing. He had a scarf around and said, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, oh, well, I'll go sing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, it's Charlie Wilson, right? Shit. So C had already laid a rough of the vocal down. Okay? And when Charlie Wilson came in there, I was just like, Charlie was like, what you want me to do? And he came in there and he sung that hook, and the way he was singing that, the natural of his voice. Exactly. It wasn't falsetto. It was a natural voice. Exactly. He had, hello, can it last? And man, I have the separate tracks, man. I just listen to him and I'm like, bro, this dude really he can sing like no notes were off, and but man, he killed that record, bro. It took him, he did 2 passes for the ad lib. Yeah. And he did the chorus in, I don't know, maybe about 15 minutes. Shit. Laid it out, and he was like, what else you want me to sing? It's okay, quit hating us out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But yeah, that record was very touching, man. The musicians we used on there, Caleb and I forgot the other guy's name, man. But they were super on that album. They were super dope, man. When you asked the question earlier, if some of the records could have been better, if those guys was there, man. Yeah. Yeah. So man, that record touched the soul right there,
What about Swishers and Doja? Who was playing the guitar on that thing? How did that go?
I don't know. Swishers and Doja was done by Steve Belo.
Okay.
Which was another good, cool friend of mine, producer. I don't, you know what? I don't know who did the guitar on that record.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you that one.
Okay, bet it up.